I do not understand deep passive. Could you please explain? That's the most sad thing happened to a woman. You understand? Most sad thing can happen to a woman is unable to understand the word deep passive. Passiveness in the very depth of your being. You understand? Even inside the deep space, no, without restlessness. See, if you try to be passive, superficially you can be passive. Inside it will be boiling. When will the session end? I can get out. Even inside, complete passiveness. Just life. Just life without any outgoing, extrovertness, center of creation. See, anything, first thought comes, then it is created. Even without that thought coming, just being there. Swamiji, great, really Women's Day today. Yatra naryastu pujyata ramante tatra devataha. God has always, see, there is a beautiful sutra, wherever woman is worshipped, that all the devatas are pleased. God has respected. God has always been woman for me. Matrubhava is easy to connect. It's easy to kill the man in me, if that is the prerequisite. Now I understand why Islamic terrorism on the rise today. Bless them, they are the contributors for Rudra's cause. Sitaram? You are asking, can you please explain how this is different from the female component creating and the male component of consciousness coming up with infrastructure. Female component being a center. You understand? Male component being a periphery. Swamiji, earlier you had mentioned that no person is 100% male or female. One is either 49% male or 49% female, 51% of the other gender. Balancing both leads to enlightenment. This morning you mentioned that awakening female consciousness is enlightenment. When you are awakening the female consciousness, only then you become balanced. The very balancing is female consciousness. Male consciousness will never be balancing. It will be always aggressive. It will be taking over. Always the male mind will be taking over. But the female consciousness will be always balancing. I am wondering about the two aspects of female. Physical, beloved, extrovert, materialistic, emotional, mother, introvert, caregiver. The materialistic piece which goes with the physical extrovert aspect of the female does not fit with the concept of ultimate passivity. Could it be the physical extrovert aspect of creative force that's born out of passivity? Yes. One more thing, even in the completely when you are beloved, an extrovert, you will not be restless. You understand? At one center, beloved and mother will be one and the same and will be radiating pure romance like a Radha. Radha is not extrovert, even though she is beloved. So, you will radiate a kind of a, always beloved does not need to be extrovert. The initial level it will be extrovert, not after that. After a certain level, even if you radiate the beloved energy like a Radha, you will not be extrovert. A matured, it's actually like a step by step. In the initial level, even in the mother attitude, you will be extrovert. After a certain maturity, even in the beloved attitude, you will not be extrovert, it will be introvert. Just for casual connection, I connected the extrovert word with the beloved attitude. But that does not, extrovert is not a complete quality of belovedness. You understand what I am saying? See, the beloved aspect, mother aspect. So, to give you more clarity on beloved aspect, I said extrovert and introvert. That does not mean that extrovert, introvert word is always connected to that beloved and mother. I only used few more words to give you more clarity, definition. That's all. Otherwise, even in the belovedness, if you get ripe, the extrovert will disappear. Radha is beloved energy only. But she is never extrovert. Now Radha is Krishna's wife, Krishna's beloved. Radha means success, you are saying. Name Radha, I don't know exactly what it, I don't think it's a separate Sanskrit meaning. Bhagavaji, any meaning for Radha? I never bothered to know the meaning of the word. Because she was never considered as a success of the outer world. Maybe you can give that meaning. But beloved does not mean extrovert always. That's all I want you to know. Jnanatmananda, since expression of feminine consciousness is irrespective of gender, why in Manusmriti men are expected to build infrastructure, not women? It's like why your legs are expected to use for walking, why not hand? Made for that, you understand? That's all. Legs are made for walking, not hands. Same way men are made for creating infrastructure. That's all. By its nature. But when it comes to consciousness, it is not natural process. It is a strong tapas. See, expressing feminine consciousness means enlightenment. It is not natural. You are potentially carrying the feminine consciousness. But creating infrastructure, by nature you are built for that. If a man works, he can become enlightened. If a woman works, she can become enlightened. But as natural body, she is created to radiate the feminine consciousness and support men. Men are created to create infrastructure and support women. By nature, this is the way, arrangement. But both can work and achieve either enlightenment or the opposite side. They can get into depression or they can get into enlightenment. They have freedom. We woke up to this morning was a beautiful as the meditation. Was it Suprabhadam? That's actually a greeting, good morning song for me. Suprabhadam means it's a good morning song. Each deity will have one song to wake up. That song is that good morning for me. It's called Bhubala Raga. There's a special raga. The early morning, how the sun rises, in that same tone, they will sing. You can get the CD, it's available. It's, I think, morning greetings. That's the name of the CD. What's the difference between passiveness and acceptance? Even acceptance has some negative connotation. Something will come and you will accept. But in passiveness, nothing will come. Nothing will come.
Radha is Rasa Rupa, Rasevosaha. Rasevosaha. So the embodiment of Rasa. Rasevosaha, Radha.
So how the Rasai? Vosaha, Radha.
Rasevosaha.
Radha.
Just like Rasevosaha, Rasevosaha.
So embodiment of juice in everything. In everything there is some juice. So she is embodiment of that juice. See, whatever you may be doing, end of the day you will know something is juice of your life. You will want that. So she is juice of the whole thing. Very beautiful. Rasai Oha. Rasai Osaha Radha. The Sandhi Samasandal is a god. If somebody learns Sanskrit with sincerity, he will become enlightened. Because all the concepts will lead you to enlightenment. How can learning happen with passiveness? Does that mean analytical side is not important? Understand? If you are completely passive, anything which comes in front of you, the lesson needs to be learned, will be digested. That's all. You will learn the lesson without doing postmortem. Learning by doing postmortem is active learning, which will always be half knowledge. Understand? After you kill the body, whatever knowledge you get is not complete. That is why Ayurveda does not have side effect. Because these medicines are created for living body. But all allopathy medicines are created for dead body. You understand? The analysis and the whole thing goes on. Dead body. But the Ayurvedic masters, they are intelligent enough to handle the whole thing, diagnose the whole thing when the person is alive. So the whole R&D goes on living person. So with a deep passive consciousness, anything which comes in front of you, without getting killed or getting postmortem done, you will learn the lessons. Deep passiveness, you will learn more lessons strongly than being active. Why women got going with the idea of trying to be equal to men? Because man used women by putting this idea into their head. See, it's like the so-called developed civilizations which has a media under its control, it goes on promoting that man should live like this, that is life, that is life, that is life, hiding their deep depression, 66% psychiatric patients. Huge cancer is inside their system. They are covering it and promoting all over the world. $600 billion are used by the Western civilization to promote about their civilization and their civilizational products to the third world countries. $600 billion are used through media, through all other ways, to promote their lifestyle, the Big Apple, to the third world countries. Why? Only then, see, if they promote that lifestyle is ultimate, they can never be equated by these guys. These guys will never become equal. How much ever these guys struggle and go up and go up and go up, they will be always 10 steps low. So that is why $600 billion are used to promote that lifestyle. India is just bombarded. $600 billion every year is used to promote that lifestyle, which is resulting 66% of depression. 66% of people in Europe and USA, the developed countries, all developed countries take some form of psychiatric drug. Please understand, in all developed countries put together, 66% population of developed countries takes some form of psychiatric drug every day, once in 24 hours. So that lifestyle is left and right promoted using $600 billion. So naturally all others what to do? See, unless you promote your lifestyle is best, how will you justify your depression? You need to now justify your depression. Come on. 66% of your population is depressed. Why? So promote and have the feeling that this is a right lifestyle. And in a way it's a business also. Jeans, the clothes, food, coke, everything. It's business also. So finally, people who are not living that lifestyle, they are craving for depression, nothing else. Same thing. Men are very intelligent. To hide their depression, failure, they promote their lifestyle left and right. The whole media is under their control, aggressive. And women are made to feel that they have to be equal with the men. That's all. Otherwise, what right, this poor fellow has nothing. But this fellow goes on bragging. See, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Then they think, let me also do. Fight starts. That's the way the whole fight starts. But finally, in this fight, men only is going to win. Because he started the fight. Whoever starts the fight will always be intelligent and he will take care that few weapons are reserved with him. You understand? Any world war, any war, who starts will always win. Because he will prepare enough weapon. And he will reserve few, which others don't have, which others will never get. Naturally, he is only going to win. Same way, this women trying to become equal to men, the problem is created by men. These guys, they have their own some reserved weapons. If the fight goes on, these guys are going to win. Dropping out is the best way for you guys to win. Dropping out. Just dropping out and saying, we declare our uniqueness. Then they will win. Hearing and internalizing deep passivity. The picture that comes in my mind's eye is, respectfully, Amma, your mother. Gratitude for all those around you, through you. Great. Sadashiva. I feel that society is having too much influence on an individual's gender being. Have you heard of the Western term tomboy? Means, I don't understand. It is used to girls who behave boyish. Society also keeps insisting girls go to school, study hard, go to college, get a job. Nobody was there to teach us true female's role, spreading female consciousness. I am also pondering, what if I work solely to stay as Anand Samaji? Many thoughts are flowing. Please share your insights. Just for that you don't have to work. If you take up the mission work, then you will reach more people. Na? So if you are feeling insecure, then continue to work. Just to be an Anand Samaji, you don't have to work. Then if you take up the mission work, you will reach to more people.
So ever since last IA, I've been feeling like I don't want to work in the corporate world anymore, but all I wanted to do was mission work. But if we do something like maybe what Niranjananda is doing or something, taking up like an active role, but working for the mission, is that still considered woman working in the system?
Yes. No. You see, please understand, when you are not being pressured by fear, greed, your inspiration is realized, then it's not working in society. Sometime in the Sangha, I use the fear and greed just to push you to the inspiration only. Not to keep that as a fuel forever.
Well, during this...
In society, even inspiration is used to push you to fear and greed.
To keep making money and wanting that. But during the Yogam tour, I just really felt like I didn't want my job anymore. I just wanted to work for the mission. And that's where I felt.
You will have the answer soon. Yesterday's meditation, especially the ironing part, led finally to surrender. Today's deep passivity also seems to be surrender. Is this right? Anuradha, right. Many people are in deep passivity, but few are really sleeping. Many have really touched the deep passivity, but few are sleeping. What to do? During the break, I was in the feminine energy mood, like you asked to be in. I noticed something that I was very giving and forgiving. That's wonderful. The smell of feminine energy, feminine consciousness. I gave what someone asked for without even thinking. This is very unusual for me, as I think many times before giving something, I also felt a little vulnerable, little understanding or click that I could give anything, and it was little scary. What you only scared, you are talking about. I was in feminine mood, such a deep feminine mood. Somebody came and asked for Kumbhabhishekam. Yesterday I was thinking I will give 1 lakh, today I gave 5 lakh and came out. Just now. Yesterday I was thinking I will give 1 lakh of rupee. These guys are coming. And I don't know what happened. I was just in some mood. They came and asked me, I asked what is the budget. They said that 5 lakh we need, Swamiji. I said, have it. Yeah, give it, and I came away. You are only feeling, actually, the feminine mood, you will never be. See, in the feminine mood, you are life. You don't need anything else. You just don't need anything else. Fortunately, they said 5 lakh is budget. I don't know otherwise if they, what budget they said, I don't know what I would have told or anything. Just they said, and I did not even think twice. I just looked into Aya's eyes and said, see that everything is given, and I came out. So, feminine energy is like that. You are life. I also felt little vulnerable. No, don't feel vulnerable. Don't feel, you see, now I am not feeling I am cheated. They did not cheat. The joy. See, that 5 lakh giving, for that 5 lakh, I may have to work for a few hours, or few days, or few months. That is worthy of that beautiful feeling I am going through. You understand? That beautiful, that feminine consciousness, which I am radiating, that is worthy of that few lakh, nothing wrong. What will I do after all? For that money I will work for a few more days, few more months, that's all. So it's okay. So don't feel vulnerable. If you feel vulnerable, you will avoid this female consciousness. You will start putting boundary for this feminine consciousness. Whenever that mother energy comes inside you, you will say, no, 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 no. I may be vulnerable, I may start giving to people, I may be cheated. No. Trust, be vulnerable, even if you are exploited. Nothing wrong. I gave away, you think that I'll be losing something? Nothing. It will go and it will come. It will all be happening. But that consciousness which I enjoy, that feminine consciousness, that is something really solid. That's worthy of everything. That's worthy of everything. A little understanding or click that I could give anything and it was little scary. Don't be scared. It's okay. What is there? Even a person like me feels like this. I can relate with what you said in Mathura Bhava. That Matru Bhava, not Mathura Bhava, Matru Bhava. You will grant anything people wants. You understand? Morning I was not doing anything. I just sat for 2 minutes and said, let all these guys feel like Devi. That's all. When you all sat. The 2-3 seconds I felt like Devi. I went out and 5 lakh. Just the 2-3 seconds of Devi Bhava. Huh? It's okay. Nothing wrong. But I don't feel I am cheated or anything. I feel that consciousness, whatever expresses through this body, that is responsible for all this wealth. So if some consciousness expresses and gives it all these things away, let it happen, that's all. See, whatever wealth you have, is the mood which expressed through you is responsible. Am I right? The mood to work, the mood to think, all those things are responsible. If some mood comes and gives it away, who got, he gave over. You understand? Who got, he gave. See, I got all this wealth because of my feminine consciousness expressing. So today the same consciousness is expressing and it is giving over. There is no such thing as every day it should not happen. I tell you, every day if it happens also, because of the power of the feminine consciousness, it will bring whatever needs. And even if it doesn't bring, it's okay. I am not bothered. If it brings, I will enjoy. If it does not bring, I will enjoy. Over. See, that last final break of acceptance has to happen. Till that happens, you will continue to suffer. At one point, that ice has to break. I am breaking with 100 ideas. At one point, it has to break. Till it breaks, nothing can be done. What I am telling now, I am breaking every day through so many angles. One day I throw stone at you. One day I throw some bottles, some glasses, sometimes flowers, sometimes arrow, sometimes some weapon, sometimes stone, sometimes a stick, sometimes knife. Something I am throwing. But something has to hit you. And it has to break. No other way. It has to break. If women are expression of living enlightenment, can't they lead as examples in every walk of life? I am not saying women are example. Feminine consciousness is example. So live that feminine consciousness, then you will live enlightenment. It's not possible for women to be passive and career oriented. There are careers, passive based careers. You can be. I can say it will not be career based, actually career orientation. It will be like a living. It will be like a living. Nurturing choicelessness, acceptance seems very feminine passively. But at some point, intelligence through intuition, rather one influences course of events. Is it like the snake story? Hiss but don't bite. If necessary, feminine energy is very strong, almost a shock absorber, active where necessary, but patient. Is this understanding right? Sadashiva, right, actually. You are right. Actually, even when you are strong, you will not be hurting. You will, even the hissing hurts, you see, frightens. You will not even do that. You will be strong. They will all know that boundary is cut. Now nothing can be done. If one has an apparent, assertive, bubbly, verbal, outgoing personality as a woman, what is the place for this in the way you describe the feminine? Understand, these qualities are not against feminine. Feminine consciousness is totally different from the quality you express. Sometimes you will be bubbly, sometimes you will be passive. The problem is when you are bubbly, you think you are restless. When you are passive, you think you are depressed. Remove that idea. When you are passive, be passive. When you are bubbly, be bubbly. Over. There will be a space, both will not touch inside. That is feminine consciousness. But you always put a wrong label for your life. When you are active and bubbly, you think, oh, I am restless. When you are really passive, no, I think I am depressed. That's where the problem starts. You guys don't have to have guilt about what I was telling day before yesterday. See, that is for the next time onwards. See, why I was telling that, see, plan, you are not able to say really you have to go, all those things are perfectly all right. What I was telling yesterday, day before yesterday, unable to cope up with the program and running away. That kind of people only I was talking. Not that there are some people, Aparna and all, they have to leave because the school starts. That kind of reason, it's perfectly all right. So next time onwards, I am going to clearly scan this. So that people who are having this reason should not jump into that reason. See, people who they are not able to cope up with the class, they conveniently find out the reason. Oh, my husband is running away, wife is running away, and school is running away. So that confusion only, nothing else. When you say passive life equivalent to feminine consciousness, I can understand passive part, but it's not life equal to energy. Energy is passiveness. Understand? Intense passiveness is energy. If it keeps moving, something is empty, something is lacking. That is why it has a space to move. That itself shows it is not full. If there is a space to move, how can it be full? Sagad Shakti. Passive life. See, it is full, packed life. See, the moment you have the imagination moving, it's not complete. So you have the idea about energy like electricity. You understand? But the energy which I am talking is intelligence, shining, no moving.
So you are equating energy with consciousness here. Energy is equated with consciousness.
Same word, different meaning. That's why this problem. Does expressing feminine energy necessarily include nurturing in the form of having family, husband, kids? I can say, in the Vedic marriage there is a mantra, let your husband become your 11th kid. By the 11th year, you are supposed to become mother for him. You are, I can say that, fulfilling that feminine consciousness. In Vedic culture, how were women treated when they were married versus when they were single? Married women also they were the head practically in the Vedic tradition to run the family. They were the center pin and power center. And when they were single, naturally sannyasinis, highly respected, regarded. How will it work in today's culture when making women career oriented is way of life and where there is no support system? Women is not married and not educated for a career. I'll create monasteries. That's the only way. Is being shy a passive feminine quality? No. Being shy is egoistic and arrogant. Who put the question? Yes. Being shy is not a feminine quality. Life.